Okay. Well, hello. Now we are playing Castform Climate Crisis. So this is like another game made for the EV Expo Game Jam 2025, made by Manu Rocker. And essentially, this game you can play it on anything. You can play it on PlayStation Vita. You can play it on 3DS. You can play it on Linux. You can play it on Macs. You can play it on Windows. Um, you can play it on anything. It is made in Unity, I believe, and it's essentially like its own gameplay loop. I don't really know much about the gameplay at all. I think maybe it has to do with puzzles, maybe it has to do with tower defense. I think the best thing to do is just start and see. Hey there! What button is progress? So you're the new researcher. I appreciate you coming along. I'm Professor Climora. I research the meteorology of the Antarisa region. As part of that research, I'm investigating a certain Pokemon. I like her Castform hairdo. Speaking of the fella, look at those testicles. He really is the cock and balls Pokemon. A colleague of the Hoen's Weather Institute recently created it. He called it Castform. He made it? I thought Magnolia was supposed to be the first artificial Pokemon. This Pokemon seems to predict weather and its conditions based on its forms. Look at that guy, he's so happy. It's interesting, don't you think? Anyway, let's get into business. Yesterday, an unusual weather activity began to be seen throughout the region. My colleague received a telegram from a famous Professor Oak. Something is happening nearby Shamoti Island, located south of Kanto. Which one is the island, or is it all of them? And this front reached Antarctica. Even the native Pokemon are now nervous. My theory is that Castform can regulate the disturbed harmony of fire, ice, and lightning through its power. Lightning? I guess the rain form? If I'm correct, we can save this world without having to rely on extravagant prophecies. Thus, I prepared a series of simulations to research this. Try to beat each level and see if we can solve the climate crisis. See you, young research, and good luck. That's a cute little framing device. like this is sort of like a research simulation, but we're trying to like monitor the weather to see how to save the world. So we're gonna practice sunny weather and using a sun cone. Hey there! I see you decided to help me with my research. Thank you very much. As this is your first time with a weather engine, let me show you how things work around here. That's me. This is Castform. You can control it using the circle pad or the D-pad. If I'm on PC, your goal is to reach the finish point. However, there's an obstacle in front of it. Ah, I see. So we have to get to the sun and bring it to sun cone. The sun cone loves sunlight. If you go to the climate panel like this one, you can make the Castform change its form to a sunny one. Okay. I get what you're putting down. But how do I move? what are the control? What's the D-pad on a Windows computer? It's not WSG. It's not the arrow keys. Does the thread mention? Because this is a pretty big hurdle. If I can't move, this is going to be difficult. Did right work with? Okay, added a Windows form. PC controls WSD to move. Hello? Am I stupid? WSD to move, A to interact. No, E to interact, Y to change form. L plus move, rotate without moving. Help! I downloaded an emulator for 3DS because originally there wasn't a Windows version of this game, but I deleted it when the Windows version came out, because I was like, okay, I'm never gonna emulate a 3DS game, so I don't need it on my computer anymore. But I'm guessing either something weird is happening with my computer because like I've got a mouse plugged in, maybe it's detecting it as a controller. Plug in a controller, that's less likely to work, but I'm happy to try ideas. No? Maybe my controller isn't connected happily. No, it is connected. Okay. So, other ideas, numbers. Okay, if I relaunch, maybe I can go to the option and maybe there will be a control setting. Click obviously works. It's just language. How do they look? Did they just use Google Translate? And why do the numbers look so weird? I think it's just to do with like the screen size, maybe? So E works as interact, like I'm pressing E instead of my mouse. I'm guessing this isn't going to magically work when we... Oh, what the hell? Why was it not working before? Okay, so change form Y. I'm glad it's working. Interact E. I like the little cheery music. We shine some light and boom, the Castform evolves. Now it's a bigger barrier, and then he dies. We put it through the whole life cycle. Oh, and it checks how many steps you take. I wasted a step? Really? That's kind of a cool... a cool way to do it. So I have to turn into a water Castform. And then interact. Will it raise everything? Or just what I'm facing? Everything, okay. I wonder if there's going to be a future level where we need to use... So how is that not perfect? Was it because I tried to go down while facing the river and it counted me as taking a step when I was... Let's try that one again, because I'm curious. Or did I waste steps by going to the right instead of down? No. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Y. I mean, can I just press E from anywhere to make it rain? No. Or... 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5 steps. I don't think interacting and changing forms counts as a step. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where was the 14 from? 1 for changing form, 1 for using rain twice, and 1 for turning? Maybe? Maybe I wasn't supposed to turn? Let my game go. So now we're using our ice powers. So do I freeze one by one, or can I like freeze in a line? Or just everything? Is it like ice puzzles? It is, okay. That's cool. And I got gold for that one, apparently. It's funny that it says 1-player mode when I get the feeling a 2-player mode of this game doesn't exist and probably was never really brainstormed to begin with. So there's a lock? On a sun... What? I guess we can check it out. It is just a lock, right? Why would the lock be there? Also, I don't know how to raise lava. I don't know how to open the lock. I don't know what the lock is hiding. The lock isn't a lock. What? I can just walk through anywhere? Maybe that's not intended? There's like an interact button appearing. Was it, what was, like, pivot? L plus move. To rotate without... I'm guessing L means... Is L, like, actually... There we go, okay. Well, do I need to go forward and then L down? There's like an interact prompt I'm getting when I move between. And now I'm stuck, right? Because I can't cross the water because I'm not water form. If I change form, what happens? I become Castform again. Can't do anything. I got no idea. Has anyone beaten this game? I imagine so, because I believe there were comments on the thread. This might be a Windows edition problem. Because I think they've tested the game lots in like emulators. I just find it hard to believe that this is the intended behavior of the lock. If I restart the level, will it be fixed? Shine sunny power to power a solar panel. Solar panel. Evaporate water in the right order. What does that mean? So he has an option to interact with water, but he does nothing. So maybe... Is that supposed to be a solar panel? I don't think so. Can I make it rain on lava? No, you just get unhappy. And... soft lock? I guess I never really thought about what would happen if a dumbass like me tried to go up to lava as a water cast form. Oh, it won't even let me click the exit button. I get the feeling... this is not going to be beatable. Which is unfortunate, because so far the concept seems really cool. And obviously these are like still like the starting stages, and the main thing I'm curious about and excited for is what the later stages look like. Can they like actually add depth to the mechanic? And I think that's what we should be starting to see here, since this is the first stage with 2 forms in it. But this is also where I'm getting stuck, either by me missing something that's supposed to be obvious, or some issue with the Windows version. Like... I think we're gonna have to leave it there. I'll leave a comment on the thread explaining my experience, but that's a shame. I guess we're moving on. Okay.